Hey everyone, it's Luca, and today's video is about me going through the Tokyo Game Show's merchandise section. Now, just in case you guys are interested in the merchandise, this is why I have this video for you. If not, just check it out. There's some really cool stuff there that I think is most of it's only exclusive for the event, but you know, it'll be fun anyways. So right now, I'm just looking at the general Tokyo Game Show merchandise, where it's the merchandise of the event. That's the event's mascot and things like that. It's going through the t-shirts and stuff. It's all really cool. I'm going to be getting to the big booths later, so stick around. And obviously, maybe you guys may or may not know this, I made a video about Kojima Productions' Death Stranding game, which is the last video of Tokyo Game Show. You should go check it out. And their booth's pretty simple. They didn't showcase the merchandise right away. They kind of just like left it here on this board that I'm pausing right now for. And yeah, it's a bunch of t-shirts, pins, and bags. The game's not even out yet, so I'm surprised they're selling merchandise for it. But it's pretty standard stuff for booths to have like a detailed breakdown of their merchandise. So then I go over to the Capcom booth, which is where I spend most of my time because my girlfriend loves Monster Hunter. We've been pretty much playing it almost exclusively, I'd say, this last couple of weeks, or month, really, when it came out for PC. And yeah, so of course, since Resident Evil 2 is coming out, we have the Raccoon's Police Department merchandise and stuff, mugs and hats. It's pretty cool. This is where I found it really interesting. We had Monster Hunter cookies, and I'm wondering how they do the prints on those cookies. I have no idea. And it's just a bunch of like consumables. Oh yeah, here we go. She's like, you should. My girlfriend's like, you want to buy one? And I'm like, yeah, let's get one. Oh yeah, here we go. Put it in the basket. Yeah, gonna try those later. I'll make a video about it. Maybe. I want to know how those things are printed on. And so we got more Devil May Cry cookies, Rockman cookies, Mega Man cookies, Rockman, Mega Man, Street Fighter. I used to play Street Fighter. I forgot what the guy's name was. The weird voodoo looking guy. We got a lunch. We got a bunch of Monster Hunter pins of a bunch of the different monsters. And the reason why there's Mega Man stuff in the Capcom booth is not only because, you know, Mega Man is such a huge thing, Rockman, but Mega Man 11 was shown in Tokyo Game Show, so they had a bunch of merchandise for it, showcasing like the previous Mega Man games. Rockman. See, this one was like a coin box thingy. Oh, and we actually got a couple of these. These are like Monster Hunter little figures, but see, the box itself doesn't tell you what's in it, so you might get one of those figures. And then this curry is actually like a really green curry that you just put in a pot and make. I actually bought some last year in Tokyo Game Show, but I never made it. I should make a video about that. And yeah, Monster Hunter apparel. Would you wear that? Rathalos Rathian? I don't know. Oh, here, I actually put on the... See, I think this is the bandit mantle, right? Yeah, I tried it on. It's pretty big. Rain poncho. It's like a rain poncho. Yeah, okay, let me get that good loot. So the bandit mantle is something you put on Monster Hunter, and when you hit monsters, rare parts of the monsters fall off of it as you wear that. It's pretty cool. Ooh, Monster Hunter lights. I remember these. I think you can put them on your fridge and stuff like that. Whoops. And then right outside the booth, we have a bunch of energy drinks, or vitamin C drinks that are Monster Hunter themed. And over here, I like this. This is the Paratoad. Paratoad is like a big toad that if you kick it, it sets a paralyzing mist on you. Oh, this is an interesting one. So Cospa is actually a big company that does cosplay, apparel, and items and stuff like that in Japan. So as you can see, they're showcasing all the really cool like anime game theme apparel. You know, the Knight hoodie from Dark Souls, schoolgirl outfit. Oh, that's from the Pop Team Epic. But yeah, if you go to Japan, and you like anime and games, you should check out Cospa. Yeah, so they have a bunch of different things. We're gonna go through some of it actually later. You should definitely check it out if you like, you know, wearing some anime gaming related apparel. So yeah, they have tons and tons of stuff. I go through a little bit of it in the next scene. So you got some Furikuri. There's gonna be a new season of Furikuri. You know, FLCL. Looking forward to that. Cowboy Bebop. Obviously, everyone loves that. For really old show, but really great show. I don't actually know what this cat thing is, so if anyone can kind of enlighten me on that. But yeah, a bunch of PlayStation apparel. I would totally wear some PlayStation stuff. PlayStation's pretty nice. And over here, we got a bunch of more Furikuri stuff. I don't know what that pro wrestler thing was. But yeah, Cosplay has some really cool stuff, like all their t-shirts and stuff and things like that. Actually, if you go to their stores, if you ever go to Japan and go to their stores either in Ikebukuro or Akihabara, at least those are the ones I'm aware of, you could find a bunch of these anime and game apparels. It's not these aren't exclusive. I'm sure in Tokyo Game Show they're obviously selling that. So So next, in the Square Enix booth, we got a bunch of cool Final Fantasy figures. Square Enix always has really cool, detailed figures. Final Fantasy 14. Oh yeah, so cool. Heavensward. Look at that. Damn fine detail. Camera's not doing it justice, but whatever. Alright, over here, we have Left Alive. It's like a sort of mech game. I actually don't really know much about it. You know, if anyone can tell me about it, that'll be great. Huh. But it looks really cool. I'm really getting a Mech Warrior kind of vibes. I mean, I used to love playing Mech Warrior. Mech Commander too. Oh, and we got the Nier Automata stuff. Man, look at those figures. So cool. And in the background, I'm sure you can see the giant 2B. I'm going to pan up there in a bit. There we go. Wow. 2B and 9S. That is super cool. And so a lot of these, how this booth works is that you get a piece of paper and then you look at it and then you write down the number of the item that you want, and then you bring it to the cash register and they get it for you. And you can tell a lot of these are really expensive. But I'd say a lot of these figures range from maybe $80 to $150. This is also pretty expensive too. Some Final Fantasy themed kind of wallets and stuff like that. Ooh. Oh man, you know, I gotta look this up again because so Cactuar, they don't actually call him Cactuar in Japanese, obviously. Can't remember what it was though. Gotta look it up later. You should look it up too. Got giant chocobo pillow. It's pretty cute. The chubby one. Anyone play Final Fantasy 14? You probably have that. And Dragon Quest things too. Slimes. I don't really play Dragon Quest actually, but I can really appreciate it. Look at those slippers. Comfy looking slippers for sure. Over here is actually the Square Enix music section, which I didn't really go into because we didn't really have that much time, and I wanted to see like the goods because if you go in there, you get a lot of like CDs and stuff like that. Not really that interesting to look at. And so we have this booth. I'm not sure who did it. Infolens? No idea who they are, but they're selling a bunch of Overwatch, Minecraft apparel. So you can see, like, I go through the hoodies and stuff like that. There's this backpack, which I thought the build quality was pretty nice. It's pretty solid. Nice print. I was feeling the prints on these hoodies too. They were pretty good. They weren't like the really flaky, thick ones. I kind of get sweaty if I wear like a huge print on my shirt. And then they're selling some cool keychains. Look at that little diva. Pick her up. Oh, I guess I did pick her up here. Oh, I remember I picked up the Sombra. Look at that. Look at the Sombra one. Jeez. So that one's obviously not a keychain. Just kind of put it in your desk and stuff. But I would love to get this Pachimari keychain. It was really expensive. It was like 18 bucks. Yeah, that's right there in the background. Little loot crate keychain. And then I move over to the Sega section. You can see like they were selling a bunch of shirts. Yeah. What Legends of Heroes? I don't actually know what that is. Someone can tell me if that's a game. It's a game series. Never played it. Oh, there's some Catherine stuff. So Catherine was this PS3 era game. Had a really interesting story, but they're actually gonna reboot it and add on to it. The new Catherine game coming out, I'm not even sure if it's a reboot or its own standalone game with more stuff. Huh. I actually didn't actually play Catherine. But over here we got some Splatoon figures. This is from the Good Smile Company booth. Now, if you don't know Good Smile Company, they're a huge figure company. They make a lot of anime figures, so obviously they're going to showcase their new stuff in Tokyo Game Show. Ooh, look at that. Oh, this is what I think is really cool. Look at this. Got some little monster and stuff. And over there in the upper right, you got a tiny Geralt. Look at that. Ooh, Geralt. It's playing Gwent. So Gwent is a card game in the Witcher universe, and Geralt is obviously the main character. See, I was trying to look at some of their Figma line is like some really cool detailed figures that you can pose and stuff like that. I had a hard time taking video of it because of all the lights everywhere. It's kind of reflecting stuff like that, so you can't really see that well, but my apologies. But yeah, figures are pretty high quality stuff, pretty expensive. SNK had a booth too. I didn't really go much into, I didn't really look at it too much. But yeah, who are those characters? No idea. Someone tell me. Alright, so over here there was like a booth from Fangamer Japan, and I think Fangamer is a company slash service slash website where they just make a bunch of different apparel and like things based on like anime and video games and stuff like that. You know, it's for the fans. It's kind of hard to zoom in, but yeah, they had like Undertale stuff. They had a bunch of indie games printed on. Oh, there it is. There, Hyper Light Drifter. That's a good game. That came out. It was pretty popular, I think, in Japan. It came out on the PS4 a few months ago. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. You know, if there's anything cool and stuff that you found, you know, let me know in the comment section below. I just I had a lot of fun Tokyo Game Show. It was a cool event. I hope sharing this with you guys can, you know, give you some kind of feeling that you were there and stuff, even though you obviously weren't. But yeah, I thought it was really fun. I like looking at the merchandise and stuff like that, even though I didn't really buy too much. I know my girlfriend bought a lot of stuff. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hit that like button if you like it, and if you love it, subscribe. Peace.